Um, I'm Mike Echilaka, the owner of FarmFresh, or like the co-founder of FarmFresh. So, FarmFresh, like a slogan for FarmFresh, is transforming Nigeria's agriculture, and we are looking at removing the borders between the farmers and the buyers. Yeah. So we'll start off with the idea behind FarmFresh. Okay, Let's move over to the next slide. So the idea behind FarmFresh. So there's a gap in the supply demand information asymmetry between farmers and the market. Up to 70% of fresh farm produce are wasted due to cold chain infrastructure. Okay, and you can agree with me that so when the farmers want to transport their goods coming down, like to meet the buyers, or whenever the farm produce is harvested, where is harvested safe. Okay, let me use Lagos for example. We go to a market in K2 to buy majorly all this thing because there is a big it's not like a farm, is a farming outlet. Okay, we have farmers from different parts of Nigeria, of different parts of Lagos, sorry, not Nigeria, come to there. They come there to come and get their items. So tomatoes, you have the likes of tomatoes, you have the likes of pepper, you have the likes of onions, any farm produce you want. You can see yam, you can see cassava. So when we arrived there, we went to K2, we saw most of this problem that these people are facing. Most of the time, before they even take it out of there, or before they bring it, before they transport it, let me assume, because Lagos doesn't have a nice um, soil system to plant this produce. Okay, um, so the soil in Lagos is not good enough for planting. Okay, not everywhere in Lagos, but at least to some extent, to some places I have been in Lagos, so it's not good enough for planting. So so that's why it's being transported from the north, or majorly from the east. Okay, majorly from the north, because the north is like the food basket of the nation. Okay, food basket of the nation is Benue State. Sorry, Benue State is the food basket of the nation. Okay, so but I itemize those sides like the northern hemisphere. Okay, so once it's gotten from that place, you can imagine at the K2 market now. Once the farmers are there and they are trying to go stock up their shop with all those items, you can imagine what some farmers will be like on the lookout. Because before, if a buyer comes to your shop maybe and sees some of the products, like the products will be bad, the buyers wouldn't want to buy. Okay, let me say I want to buy an ugu leaf for example, or I want to buy okay, let me use ugu leaf or tomato. I want to buy a tomato and I'm seeing the tomato looking like maybe this tomato is so unkept, or maybe it's not washed, or maybe due to the handling of the product, like it's I don't know if you know this popular slogan. It should be like awarawa. It should be like something that is bad. Okay, so that is the idea, or that is what brought about the idea behind FarmFresh. And as a result, consumers buy poor quality fresh produce, because I'm buying poor quality fresh produce too at expensive prices, with my handling being the key problem. Okay, so with FarmFresh, we are set to cut out multiple middlemen to give more money to farmers. Okay, Next one is to create a little or no wastage in the agric farm chain. I said a little because there is no how we can make it like we can be perfect, like say no wastage. No, that's why I said we can create a little or no wastage in the agric farm chain, whilst providing healthy food options for consumers, and most importantly creating job opportunities for Nigerians. Yeah. So the core idea of FarmFresh is to leverage on technology to transform and optimize the fresh produce supply chain in Nigeria. So FarmFresh addresses several key challenges in the agricultural sector by creating a comprehensive platform that connects farmers and buyers. Okay, and it also reduces wastage. Okay, and it's also from reducing wastage means like you're having your money, it's creating more money for farmers, it's creating job opportunities, and so on and so forth, and promoting economic empowerment. Okay, so we move over to the next slide, which is talking about the problem. So, what's the problem statement? The problem statement in Nigeria's fresh produce market: fragmentation, inefficiency, and lack of coordination within the supply chain pose significant challenges for both farmers and buyers, and I can explain that. So inefficiency, fragmentation, and lack of coordination is a stage of coordinating your produce to your end users in time. Okay, and inefficiency, not being efficient enough to produce enough farm produce for the people. Okay, that will in turn help the people, the farmers that are farming. Okay, it will mean to them like, okay, fine, they are improving more, they will produce more things, they will be efficient in producing more of the farm produce. Okay, but for now they are not efficient. For now, so that's the problem statement. For now they are not efficient. Those are one of the challenges that are prioritizing between our farmers and our buyers. And most times you see farmers do all these things, but most times their finance is very poor, because most times when transporting, most of their goods lost, just by heat will kill the goods, like they are transporting it from one location to another. So let me say the time, the allocated time for it would be like 20 minutes, but because of the roads in our Nigerian ecosystem, the roads has a major part to play, because of how the roads is, how the roads is. You'll notice a journey of 20 minutes might take someone 1 hour, or might take someone 1 hour 30 minutes. So if they are assuming they have a truckload of goods that they want to go and give to a wholesale buyer, who are selling to the end producers, or who are selling to the users, to the receiving end. The receiving end is the user. Okay, so let's assume they wanted to transport it, and this thing will take 20 minutes, and because of the whole gallop and the whole go slow that is happening within Nigerian ecosystem, so that affects our fresh produce market. So these challenges lead to high levels of post-harvest wastage, limited market access for farmers, okay, and difficulties in sourcing high quality locally grown produce for businesses. Okay, FarmFresh mission is to solve these problems by offering a technology driven platform that coordinates fresh produce supply, okay, and connects farmers with structured B2B buyers. When I say B2B, I'm talking about business to business, okay, which are not which is not B2C, which is not business to consumer. Okay, so our target audience is, we are targeting B2B buyers. Okay, we are targeting these major stakeholders in the agricultural firm who are distributing to more like the shops, more like the wholesale shops. So we are targeting to them. Okay, okay. So we the FarmFresh will also reduce wastage. It will also provide data-driven insights to empower stakeholders in the fresh produce ecosystem. Okay, and let's move over to the solution. Let's go over to the next slide. Okay, this solution offered by FarmFresh addresses the problems identified in the fresh produce market in Nigeria. So, which is as follows: onboarding and coordination of farmers, because most farmers are not onboarded into any platform. Okay, we have the likes of Thrive Nigeria, sorry. We have the likes of um, we have the likes of Thrive Nigeria. We have the likes of what's this other product again? But their own business model is not like this business model. Okay, so they have a coordination that they that is very well structured for the onboarding of the farmers using the platform. So ours is different. They have the farmers, and they are not generalizing it to they are not doing it to B2B. So they are bringing theirs. They are doing it to more like a higher. They are doing it to the farmers themselves. So not like on the receiving end, the buyers. So as own market, as own business model, they are doing it to both the buyers and the farmers and the buyers. So our solution, which we provided, is structured B2B buyer network. Not only B2B farmers. Okay, so efficient matching of supply and demand, because if we are having this produce, if we are having the good produce or the better produce, I will be demanding for it, like the demand rate will be high. So that calls for it. Okay, reduce wastage, data driven insights, and scalability. So FarmFresh holistic solutions aims to streamline the fresh produce supply chain, by which it creates value for farmers and buyers and promotes economic empowerment in Nigeria's agricultural sector. So the platform leverages technology and data to optimize operations and improve the overall efficiency and sustainability of the fresh produce market. Okay, let's move over to the next slide. So how does this FarmFresh make a meaningful difference in the life of farmers and buyers? Okay, so although I said only farmers here, in the lives of only farmers, but as we are thinking about farmers, we are also thinking about buyers, because that's the buyers too is our business model. So FarmFresh has the potential to make a meaningful and transformative difference in the lives of farmers in Nigeria. These are the lists. Okay, so increase income, okay, by then, with the use of this our technology, with this our data driven solution, or this our digital technology solution, you will notice an increased income. Okay, reduce reducing wastage. Number three is market access. Number four is steady demand. Okay, number five is empowerment through data. Number six is reduce dependency of middlemen. Yeah, we reduce the dependency of physical middlemen, because the physical middlemen in the agricultural sector is becoming a pain in the neck of the farmers. Most time you look at farmers are supposed to be like in those days where we know farmers, to be like the rich and influential men of our nation. Okay, so if you are farming, let me say if you're farming, you'll be like a god. Okay, you have your barns set, your yam barn, your potato barn, your cassava barn, all those things. So but it's not happening these days because of the middlemen. The middlemen are now the actual people whom are earning a lot of the money from what I can see here. So middlemen in the form of the physical middlemen, okay, in the form of the person will have to transport them, or the person will have to be like, okay, let me say I'm ordering for a goods from Benue State, and I'm in Lagos, and I want it in Benue State, okay, and I'll be like, okay, fine, bro, you are traveling to Benue State. Why don't you should you please get this thing for me? Naturally, you would ask me for money, okay? Or even if you don't ask me for money, naturally too, I would handle the transportation for transporting the goods from one place. That is, if the goods come to Lagos, and for sure the goods will come to Lagos, but let me say 30% of the goods would be spoiled before it get down to Lagos, because it has been traveling for like 2 days. Traveling from Lagos to from Lagos to Benue State. So is a pain. So not to couple with you're traveling with a truck, with your van containing or with your truck containing goods that are meant for a buyer in Lagos, with the sun hitting it and with all this. So what it means is that within your own location, you can have this facility by onboarding on our platform. Okay, which means we are creating the farmers like you might see your this thing. You might someone might come to you on our platform, because that is what we hope to achieve. Okay, someone might come to you on our platform, thereby you market your produce on our platform. Someone might look at and be like, wow, this produce makes sense or makes some sense to me, like how can I get it in Lagos? Okay, and you'll be like, no, so me, I am handling for only Benue State people. Okay, so we are handling it by location based. We wouldn't want anyhow thing. We wouldn't want to transport a this thing like a this thing to be like, we would want to transport goods, okay, from one location to another in a in a sports or in a vehicle not looking too good. So we hope to achieve that. We hope to get our own vehicle that will be transporting goods for that. For like maybe I say I'm looking at a farmer and I needed his produce, okay, and I don't want to buy from any person within my own location. Maybe his produce was eye catchy, okay, and I checked out his produce and I wanted it and I insisted on getting it. So we hope to get a van too, so that we would achieve that. We will transport it down to wherever you are. So why most of these things are shaking is because of the van too is also shaking. And like most of them, I've seen most, like triple of them is shaking, like is, and they are not in good shape, that they are using to transport, that they are using for this they are using agricultural ecosystem in Nigeria. So they are not in good shape. So that's it. So reduce dependency of middlemen. Okay. So access to resources, community impact, sustainability. In summary, fresh farms impact on farmers is multifaceted. It provides economic opportunities, it reduces wastage, it enhances market access, it empowers farmers with data driven insights, potentially leads to broader community development. By addressing the challenges faced by farmers, so FarmFresh can make a meaningful and lasting difference in their lives and the agricultural landscape of Nigeria. Okay, so for the next slide, we are going to be talking about our user flow and how we hope to achieve all these things. Okay, let's go over to our user flow. So this is our user flow. So for now, we are still building up our website. Um, after this, after the showing you um, of this our POC of our proof of concept, I will still show you the website. It's still ongoing. So so we built the home page, or I'm taking this home page like the landing page. Okay, we built the login screen, we built the sign up screen, we built the continue as guest. um, so so we don't have all these screens here: the cart basket, profile, location, search, new categories, hamburger. So we don't have the onboarding screen and we don't have the splash screen. So we are still on the market survey, we are still looking at it, like we are still checking for how the market will be fruitful, despite we are already running it on the ground. We've had a seminar on agro foods on Epe, and we've had a seminar on agro foods too on Ataba. Sorry. Okay. So this is the user flow. Okay, the user flow, like if you're a user. So we don't have this. So if you're a user, I have to bypass all this, the login, sign up, continue as guest, all these ones. So if you're a user, we have search products, we have view products, we have view products details, we have add products, we have checkout, and we also have the payment structure. Okay, sorry, is not added here. So this is it. So thank you for this presentation, but I think I would want to share something with you. So this is a website, like I said earlier. So this is the website. So this is FarmFresh, technology that revolutionizes fresh produce supply. So this is the landing page. This is all what we have done so far. So this is our target. Our target audience is just the farmer and the buyer. So the farmer and the buyer. So so we have the sign up page. So this is the sign up page. Once we are just looking for their full name, their email address, and their password. So once they sign up, we'll have the the login. Okay, so this is it. We made it to like to, if a person has a Google account, so he wouldn't need to. Okay, let me go back to so if a person has a Google account, he will just need to sign up with his Google, and it will go. You can see, so it has gone there. So we have the users, the onboarding of the users. So yeah, this one. So look at it. This to select this for the buyer. Like if you're ready, if you've signed up, okay. So you click on here. The farmers, they monitor their orders, manage their sales and expenses, while the buyers purchase bulk fresh farm produce from FarmFresh at cheaper market price. Okay, so that is it. Yeah, so that is it. So thank you, and if you have any questions for me, um, any questions for me, I would any questions I will be glad to answer your question in the comment section. Thank you. Thank you.